Good evening. Welcome to NK Telco Sports, where we are here to coverage all high school basketball, where the Ridgemont Golden Gophers will take on the Minster Wildcats in sectional basketball tournament action. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, Grand Lake Health Systems, Borchers Floor Store, and NK Telco. Thank you again to those fine sponsors that allow us to do this. My name is Jeff Henshin. Alongside me tonight is Craig Laub. And as I mentioned moments ago, tournament action here, Craig. Regular season is in the books. And tonight we feature the Golden Gophers and the Wildcats. This year the tournament directors allowed, at least in this part of the sectional district action, that the home team, the higher seed, can host the home game. So the Minster comes in as a number 1. They elected to play in, let's say, the extra game, taking on Ridgemont at number 12.
Yeah. The Wildcats come in. They're co-champs in the MAC with Versailles. With Versailles. Main local St. Henry. It was Minster's 17th league title. Their first 16 were outright. But they have been dealing with the flu this week. Coach Wiss said they have had 6 to 8 kids out each day this week with the flu, so we'll have to see how that comes into play. And as far as the Golden Gophers of Ridgemont, Faith Newland in her first year, she only has 7 girls on the roster. 6 of them are dressed tonight. 1 is out with an injury. And really, they started out 1-13, but since that time they're 3-4. So what she had said is she just likes to see them continue to improve. And just from her email, she doesn't think they, I don't want to say have a chance, but
things have to go well.
Yes, it's an opportunity for them to play another game and learn and improve some more. So. And
speaking of Coach Newland, I found out before the game and talking to her, she is a proud new mother of a young boy, 4 months old, Christopher Adam. Her husband Landon is in attendance tonight with child right behind the bench. So congratulations to those two as they become new parents here. And she said, he was born just before basketball started. And
wow.
So it's been a rush, and they seem pretty happy. So congratulations to the Newlands on their first child, Christopher Adam. All right, before we start, we're going to have a break here for the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the keys of the game, and then the opening tip, all coming up here on NK Telco Sports.
Hometown Opportunity serves Mercer County, Auglaize County, Darke County, and Shelby County.
The website as a whole is pretty user-friendly. I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me in the area.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
We know that our local candidates, a lot of times, are most successful candidates because they want to come here and stay.
It's become the go-to site for anybody looking for a job in the region.
Welcome back to Minster as we get ready now to meet the starting lineups. Once again here on NK Telco Sports, sectional tournament action, girls basketball. The officials for tonight's game include A.J. Kramer, Matt McCullum, and Tony Sweeterman, who are the men in stripes. We will meet them here and then have the starting lineups and the keys to the game. As Craig mentioned, Minster part of a 4-way MAC championship. What caught my attention, you must have done your homework, 17th in their career.
Yeah.
But 6th, this is the first one they've shared.
Yep.
Also noted through our friend Dave Kanapke that this is the first time there's been more than two teams tie for the title. And the first time there's ever been a league champion with 2 losses.
Wow.
So a lot of firsts this year.
Yeah.
Marion Local, Versailles, Minster, St. Henry, all at 7-2. Now for the Ridgemont Golden Gophers, they play out of the Northwest Central Conference. They were 3-5. Presley Furr, the only non-starter, as Craig mentioned. Maddie Gossard is out with an injury, and now the starters. Number 2, Anna Ramsey, a sophomore, averaging 11.5 points a game. She's their leading scorer. Number 4, Lainey Elsesser, a sophomore, averaging 4.2. 22 is Jada Dondre, a senior, averaging 5 points. 23, Kylie Shreve, a junior, averaging 7. 24 is Ruth Eckstein, sophomore, averaging 3 points a game. As we talked earlier, Faith Newland in her first year as a head coach. Her assistant coaches, Brittany Rose, Dustin Robinson, the coaching staff for the Golden Gophers. Now the non-starters for the Wildcats. Kayla Smeezing, Ava Stammen, Avery Wolgus, Jenna Belcher, Brianna Webker, Reese Albers, and Annie Himmelgarn. And Lily Barhorse, not starting tonight, but just good to see her on the court again. She's played in 7 games here late in the season. More importantly, just to see her on the court, glad to see that. Your first starter, number 11, Addie Inskeep, 5'10", junior, averaging 7.5. Number 12, Lydia Mesher, 5'10", senior, averaging 8.6. 15, Sadie Niemeyer, a 5'5", junior, averaging 5.2. 22 is Anna Larger, a 5'8", senior, averaging 7.5. 24, Kayla Lamb, a 5'11", senior, averaging 3.3. And the man in charge for the Wildcats, Mike Wiss, in his 8th season. His staff includes Nan Stetscholde and Shelly Wolf. Those are your starters. And before we have an opening tip, let's go to our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Craig first for the Golden Gophers.
Number one, they want it. The coach says, like we talked about earlier, that it's another opportunity to develop and improve. Second, they need to slow the game down and make good decisions and the right reads, and they need to be strong and ready to play.
And for the Minster Wildcats?
They need to handle the team sickness, see how that plays. Good shots versus their zone, and they need to rebound, transition, and score.
Thank you, coaches, and Keyhole Pizza for our keys to the game. We're underway. The Wildcats, home white jerseys. The Golden Gophers, the road green, as mentioned, does a nice job, ball movement. The shot, though, by Inskeep, no good. She gets her own rebound. Niemeyer's 2-pointer, no good. And third time's a charm. Kayla Lamb connects on a good first possession for the Wildcats, utilizing the offensive rebounding opportunities and scoring on their third shot. Trapping defense here will create a steal. Left-handed score, Lydia Mesher. So Minster's defense, Craig, very kind of collapsing there right at that trap zone across half court, converts to instant offense.
Yeah, it's...
Here it comes again.
It may be a long evening for Ridgemont, unfortunately. There's a nice play.
Ooh, got a good block by Niemeyer, avoided the foul in transition. Shot taken by Larger, no good. Tipped out of bounds off of Minster, give the team rebound to the Gophers. Yeah, if Minster's going to apply the double team,
it's
Ridgemont's got to be able, and it's easier said than done.
There they thought somebody was going deep.
The home run ball not there, and Minster runs it down, turnover Golden Gophers. But they're going to have a tough time against the Minster defense if they can't find the open player and get good ball movement. Zone defense for the Golden Gophers. Minster did a nice job the first time getting inside, top down. They get a good bounce pass into Inskeep. Her shot looked like it was blocked stripped away. It's a good defensive play. The Ridgemont Golden Gophers will try to get some, let's say, offense here in their first true possession. And with the basketball is El Sasser, and she is fouled. Minster personal on number 22, Anna Larger. So the Golden Gophers, I'm pretty sure, know they're going to face pressure. Just
how they handle it.
Yeah. You can prep for tests, you can study, but getting on the court and trying to simulate this. I mean, they don't have a JV team, so it's hard to even practice, unless you bring town people in to.
Yeah.
It's hard to simulate. You can watch film, and then you have to take it on the road and go do it at the enemy's house. Tough to duplicate. Sadie Niemeyer, three-point shot, no good. Mesher with the board. Oh, nice defensive play by 23 Shreve, but it ends up back with the Cats on the attempted steal. So the Cats will keep possessions. 4-0. We played just over 2 minutes here in the first quarter. Niemeyer. Mesher will fire a triple. Her shot is long. And the backside rebound into the hands of the Gophers. Here Ramsey will give it up to Elsasser, and she'll try it again to start an offensive set here. Let at least the Gophers get a shot off.
The Gophers do a good job of rebounding. They average almost 32 rebounds a game.
Well, they're going to have to really secure it. They didn't do a great job their first possession. And there's a pass stolen by Larger. She'll steal it, and Larger will score it. So tough break there. Just right now the defense a little bit a step or so quicker than the Ridgemont offense.
Yeah.
That pass, right idea, but off the mark by about 6 inches. Ridgemont turnover. Niemeyer on the line. There'll be a long 2-point shot score for Sadie Niemeyer.
There's a steal.
Oh, shot was blocked. Good defensive play by Jada Dondre with the blocked shot.
Hot potato.
And there's a whistle. Jump ball. It'll be Ridgemont basketball with 4:39 to play in the first quarter. As Coach Newland will take a precision strip timeout, a full timeout. Your score 8-0 in favor of Minster on NK Telco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Welcome back to Minster. Good start for the Wildcats, Craig, here in 3.5 minutes. Their defense has been very good. They have an 8-0 lead. It looks like the Gophers are going to have their hands full against an aggressive Minster defense.
Yeah, so far Ridgemont has 6 turnovers. 3 of those the Wildcats were able to score, so 6 points off turnovers so far in the first, not even 4 minutes of the game.
Strong cross-court pass with some energy on it. Minster not able to steal that one as Ridgemont looking for their first shot opportunity. Again, Minster's been very active and not giving them any openings. That chest pass gets through, and trying to muscle up a shot was Ramsey. She did so. It was a tough one. Does not score it. Niemeyer for 3. Niemeyer gets it. Sadie Niemeyer,
34% three-point shooter.
That's a pretty good percentage. I think you take that stat with a shooter that can score basically almost over a third of the time, and Niemeyer has done that. She missed some games this year with a wrist injury. I noticed it's taped, but she's playing tonight. She missed, I think, 5 games. There's a nice shot. Give the bucket to the Golden Gophers, Kylie Shreve. The junior knocks down the Gophers' first point, 11-2. As Inkeep Addy with her first, her first bucket?
Yep.
Yes. Quick answer for the Gophers, or for the Minster offense against the Gophers. Again, there's that chest pass / overhead pass.
That was tipped.
Deflected.
Yeah.
In for the Gophers, the lone support player, Presley Furr, a freshman. And for Minster, it looks like 4 and 5. Annie Himmelgard and Ava Stammen, respectively. I think that's who came in, 4 and 5. Again, Minster, if you look at their stat sheet, they play a lot of girls. Most of those girls have played 21, 22 games.
Yes.
Other than Barhorst, who's come back here now lately, and Niemeyer missed a couple games. There's a lot of 21, 22 games played. So Coach Wiss able to get a lot of athletes in action as that defense there causes the short hop pass off of a Gopher. Another turnover. Remember these girls, too, playing. They all average anywhere. Looks like Mesher's the highest score at 8.6. But the Wildcats, a number of players anywhere from that range down to about 4 points a game. So a lot of weapons that can score the basketball. They spread the ball well as Mesher's elbow jumper no good. Held ball will be tied up. It should stay with Minster. They'll keep possession with just under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter, 2:59. Mentioned that Ridgemont is out of the Northwest Central Conference. Their league champion Perry, as there's a shot goaled by Ava Stallman, instant offense off the bench.
Yeah, pretty much you could say this Northwest 6th District, Wapak District, is pretty much
MAC and NWCC.
Yeah, see, yep.
That kind of changed, when they did that, let's say 4, 5, 6 years ago. It used to be all the MAC schools would be like 6 teams, and you go to Coldwater and knock each other out.
Yep.
Well, they didn't go to a super sectional, but they did bring in a Northwest Central Conference to allow that to be a little bit bigger grouping. Nice round of applause for number 14, Lily Barhorse, for the Minster Wildcats. She's on the court. Long story short, let's just say it's good to see her playing. So happy that she's able to get it done. Good defense by the Gophers to eliminate the first shot, but boy, Mesher asks for it, and in rhythm knocks down the jumper. Minster foul on 15, Niemeyer.
Be her first, team second here in the first quarter.
Back on the court for the Golden Gophers, Ruth Eckstein. Again, Coach Newland's got to be careful, just with 6 players, and they're playing a full 84 feet here with the Minster defense. That's probably going to be off of the Gophers, and it is. It's another turnover.
Number 9 so far here in the first quarter.
18-2 with 2:14 to play. The winner of this game, if it's Minster, they will host here again Saturday night against New Knoxville. The Rangers are in attendance tonight. Head coach Olivia Koenig, assistant coach Randy Cook, and the players are here to watch this game as Niemeyer finishes off the glass.
She has 7 points already early.
She averages 5 per game as Barhorse with the steal. 2-point shot. Into the hands of Mesher. Offensive rebound no good. Tipped around, and Niemeyer will run it down. So another extended possession. Minster hasn't had many trips, Craig, where they haven't scored.
Yeah.
20 points already, and a number of offensive rebounds here as of the early in game, and now this possession that's kept the possession alive. Tony Sweeterman with the whistle. Foul called against the Golden Gophers.
Yeah, Eckstein.
For the Cats, 11 and 22. Original starters, Inskeep, Larger. Oh, Coach Wisk calling Ranger out of bounds play.
Oh.
So Inskeep misses. Barhorse, offensive board, up and in. Barhorse with the basket. Interesting that sometimes I've heard coaches, when they steal plays, they'll just call it from the school they got it from. And Coach Wisk, I don't know, he was calling it Ranger. So
Did you get it from
I don't
Coach
know.
Hagemeyer?
Probably so. Those two battled. Coach Wiss is in his 8th season, but spent numerous seasons as assistant when Nan Stetschulde was coaching.
Yep.
And Coach Hagemeyer was at New Knoxville for a long time, so they did get to know each other quite well. 3-point shot, Ramsey, no good. Barhorse with the rebound. She's tied up. Possession will stay with the Gophers with 62 seconds to play, and a score of 22-2, which is tomorrow's date, 2:22.
Man, you're on it.
Well, I'm a numbers guy. Just inside the top of the circle, jump shot by Furr is on the mark, but just short, so that's a turnover. Minster.
It's their 3rd turnover.
And Ridgemont with
10.
10? Oh.
Yep. Minster with 8 points off those turnovers.
Ramsey with the basketball. She is her leading scorer, 11.5 a game. She had 1 shot tonight. It was a difficult one. Turnover.
Nice.
Inskeep with the steal. Layup attempt by Stallman is good. Another Minster Wildcat in the scoring column. Well, right now, the sickness does not appear to be affecting Minster.
No, not at all.
When Coach Wiss mentioned that to me, I replied back that sometimes it can be the X factor because you don't know how it affects every girl and how well they can bounce back. Right now, Minster appears to be healthy as the shot was taken by Stallman off of Larger, so it'll be Ridgemont basketball. Sometimes, I think when you get out and can run and sweat, that helps you get better.
Yeah.
It's almost like it forces your body to kind of pump the bad stuff around and sweat it out.
Oh!
Boy, another deflected pass, another turnover, 3 seconds, 2. Larger at the buzzer. Oh, good. 8 minutes are in the books here at Minster. Your score, the Wildcats 24, the Golden Gophers 2. You're watching girls sectional basketball on NK Telco Sports. NK Telco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you high school basketball. Today it's the Northwest District 6th sectional action. The winners of these sectionals, again, Minster gets to host tonight. If they win, they'll host New Knoxville Saturday. The winner of that game will go on to Wapak, where then it's a neutral site for the district championships.
Now that they'll play either Perry, Spencerville, or New Bremen.
Or St. Henry, right?
On the top?
Oh, sorry.
Top
you're right,
bracket, yeah.
Yes, that'll be their first game at Wapak. Will be the winner of either Spencerville and New Bremen. They play tonight at Spencerville, the 5 and 6 seed Bearcats Cardinals. The winner of that game will play the 4 seed Perry, who won the Northwest Central Conference this year, which is what Ridgemont is in. So those three will battle to try to battle the winner of this game versus New Knoxville. That will be your first game at Wapak then on Thursday the 29th. Hoop of the harm, Niemeyer with the bucket.
She's up to 9 points.
You mentioned earlier, Craig, this district now really involves the Northwest Conference and MAC.
Yeah.
Other teams that are battling at the bottom half. Marion Local playing Hard Northern tonight. Ada playing Waynesfield. Marion Local Hard Northern winner will play USV, Upper Saddle Valley. Ada Waynesfield will play St. Henry. So, yes, all those teams are either in the MAC or the NWCC. And all these teams are trying to get W's and move on to Wapak for the district tournament and then on to regionals.
I guess the bad thing, you look at it, 3 of the quad co-champs are in the same.
Yep, get knocked out. 1 will make it, 3 will go, 2 will go home. And longer story short, once you get through Wapak, looking way ahead, the projected winner, if you will, for the regional matchup then would be probably Tri-Village. I think if I looked at my numbers right, Tri-Village is in that southwest bracket that would come up and play these teams, the winner of this. So long way to go for that. Tonight it's first of
Southwest 1 will take on the winner of the Wapak.
And I think,
district.
again, Southwest 1, I think Tri-Village is the higher seed in that. Fort Lormie's not in that one. They're in a different one. Niemeyer, corner 3, no good. Inskeep gets it stuck. And see once which boy jumps out of the stand to come do it. The officials aren't going to do it. Cole Albers is sitting in the front row. Maybe they don't want to get hurt or pull a hamstring.
We had the same situation last night at Sydney, and one of the Rushi boys came out.
Now to make sure they got the right game ball back, and I think they do. So fouling the Gophers, their second of the quarter.
Eckstein.
Inskeep misses on, is that the first attempt for the Cats here?
Yes.
Inskeep, a make here will keep her about at her average, and it came in at, I believe, 52%, so that'll drop a bit. Mesher kind of
just backed the way down.
Yeah. Found some space and scores the bucket. Mesher with a half a dozen. half of her uniform number. She has 6. And we approach the 6-minute mark of the second quarter. A 27-point lead for the Minster Wildcats, 29-2. Gophers have had limited shooting. What did they end up shooting in the first quarter?
1 of 4.
This is her leading scorer, Ramsey. Her three-pointer, a decent look. At least she had a clean look off the mark. She will get a team rebound. The Gophers will, and Ramsey will take it out. She's a sophomore.
Yeah, they have 1 senior, 1 junior, and their sophomores, freshmen.
Pass knocked away and stolen. Good defensive play by Jada Dondre to knock it away. She won't get credit for the steal, but she does deflect it and prevent the Minster transition offense to work. Elsasser being double teamed. Someone's open. And Minster kind of read the passing lane and kind of can sense, if you will, the opportunities.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you double team, you almost have, how do you want to say, you know the passing lanes because of where you're double teaming them at. The ball can only go one spot, and you just wait for it to be thrown, and you go after it. Minster's done a nice job of creating turnovers tonight.
Yeah, Ridgemont already with 17 turnovers in the first 11 minutes of the game.
Ramsey's pass. I think Elsasser jumped from the front court, caught it, and then landed in the back court. You can only do that when the ball's out of bounds. Technically, that there's not that violation. The rule of thumb is just stay away from the line. Either make sure you're on one side or the other. And nice top down. Shot strong from Inskeep, though. There's a nice play by Mesher feeding Inskeep, but the shot did not drop. Ramsey able to bring it up into the front court. Furr will get fouled. Just the first foul of the quarter for the Cats.
Do they have running clock in the first half? Or is it only after?
I think it's the second
half.
Not for sure. Right now it's 27 as the lead. Boy, good strong arm pass, left-handed.
Yeah, it was. Looked like Boomer Esiason there.
Yeah, they will. Not many people playing it. No one playing the game will know who it is, but the mom and dad should. Mesher with the steal, Mesher with the shot. Barhorst offensive rebound and basket for Lily Barhorst. Good play by Mesher, but she couldn't capitalize on the end, but her classmate does. Norman Boomer Esiason. He had the best play action fake ever.
Yep.
Three-pointer is good.
She's only a 15% free throw shooter, but she has attempted 137 threes this year.
Made her 20th one. That's all that matters for Kylie Shreve, averaging 7 points a game, and maybe not a great percentage, but sometimes that might be your best shot, and you just got to let it fly. Back-to-back possessions. Elsasser with a bucket. Barhorst kicks it out for Niemeyer. In and out, no good. Nice defensive rebound by Eckstein, and up the court it comes with Elsasser, who scored the last trip down. Minster sends 3 bodies to the floor and will come up with the steal.
Wow, that took a while.
Yeah, it did. Long baseball pass down to Lamb, yep. She's fouled. The free throws coming up now for the Wildcats.
Lamb's 58% free throw shooter.
Hasn't shot a whole lot this year. That's just attempt 13 and 14. 4 and 20. Be careful how you say 420. Annie Hemmelgarn and Aubriana Webker is number 20. Webker might be making her first appearance. Pass into the hands, stolen by Mesher. Her jumper no good on the interior. Gophers dodge a bullet on the missed attempt by Mesher, and next time will be fouled by Barhorst.
Yeah, she was leaning on her as she was going up the sideline.
As one of our friends would once maybe say from the stands, give her a saddle. Then did he get thrown out?
Yeah. No.
He said something else.
Yeah, he said something else.
Okay.
And that was a JV game.
That doesn't matter. If you say the right word, you're going to get the early exit. Step back, three-pointer, banked in.
Wow.
Bucket by Kylie Shreve. I believe that's her second one, right?
She's got 8 points.
Shreve with 8, just above her season average of 7. Mesher backside rebound off the missed three-pointer, I think by Webker, if I remember right. Mesher in trouble. This is Webker. Ball fake. Nice ball fake. Stahman. Nice move. Can't get it to drop, and that will go off of Ridgemont. 2:20 to play in the second quarter. 32-10. It's basically an even quarter. I believe each team has scored 8 here in the second quarter after a convincing 24-2 Minster first quarter lead. Number 30 in the ballgame, Reese Albers, a sophomore. 2 shots coming up here for Lily Barhorst, the 6'1 senior. This is now her 8th game of the season. Averaging just under 4 points a game.
Dondre with the foul. Her first.
Barhorst short with the first one.
42% free throw shooter, Lily Barhorst.
As a team, the Wildcats shoot at 61, and she line drives 1 of 2 in. Barhorst now with 5 points. And it's back to a 23-point Minster lead as we approach the final 2 minutes of the first half here from Minster. Another job, or another chance, or another time where we've seen like the ball handler just kind of try to go through a couple defenders, and the defense.
I think they're going to get Ramsey with the foul.
Yeah, kind of a retaliation going after the loose ball, and that'll be free throw opportunity for the Minster Wildcats down here on this end. 2 shots coming up from Reese Albers, 5'9 sophomore. Limited attempts this season from the line.
Good looking shot.
2 for 6 on the season, now 3 for 7. And she makes both, so now make it 4 for 8. So she's going from 33% shooter on the season to 50%, just like that. And the Wildcats now up by 25, under 2 minutes to play.
There's that trap.
Yep, Elsasser is in trouble. Coach Newland will get a timeout before the violation, so full timeout, precision strip timeout taken on the court, 35-10 in favor of Minster on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Welcome back to Minster Tournament Action. Sectional opening game tonight. We're at Minster. We'd like to also thank these additional sponsors that include Carriage Works, Chiltex, Cy Sweeterman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Crown Equipment, Shelby County Veteran Services, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM Radio. Again, thank you for those sponsors. Allow us to do this. And we are covering high school girls basketball. The inbounds pass knocked away, stolen by the Cats. Hoop and harm. Finishing it is Ava Stallman. And she is fouled to number 5 with 5 points now.
Dondre picked up foul number 2.
And Stallman completes the three-point play. She now has 7 points, well above her 2-point average or 1.9 average per game. Barhorst. I see. No. Yes, it was her. Hustling on the court, and she will be commit the foul or get fouled.
I'm not sure. Just a tie-up.
Yeah, not even.
Yeah. Jump ball.
Yep, you're right, because they're getting the official score is going to flip the arrow on the board once it's touched by somebody inbounds. Wepker tips it, steals it. To get the assist, will Wepker. The bucket will go to Annie Hemmelgarn. And number 4, Hemmelgarn, her first points of the game. Hustling after the ball was Stallman unable to save it after she was able to deflect it. Cats will back off the press with a 30-point lead. Minute 20 to play in the half.
Looks like a 1-3-1 half court.
So if you're in Knoxville, you're watching this, right?
Yeah.
Of course, it's always easier to see it. It's just what you can do when you hit the hardwood and make the good passes and to have the good spacing. The shot taken by Dondre is off the mark. And in transition, Albers will lose the handle a little bit, but it goes off a Golden Gopher. So her missed shot will stay with the Cats. Stallman gets into Wepker. Wepker kind of a step through muscle shot, gets her own rebound. And the whistle and a held ball. 45 seconds to play. Oh, and Ranger play out of bounds as Coach Wist.
See if it works.
I don't know if it rings a bell with what I watched or not. Maybe it has nothing to do with where he got it from, but the shot was missed. Clock running. We're down to 30 seconds.
Maybe it's the Texas Rangers.
Maybe it could be. Or the
New York Rangers.
Yep. With the catch and the score, getting her feet right before she shot it was Hemmelgarn, and number 4 with 4. Clock running now as we're down to 12 seconds. Albers with the steal. Stallman or Hemmelgarn with the bucket. Coach Wish is yelling, get back. Get back. Well, he said, girls don't listen, do they?
No.
That was a nice baseball pass here. Good effort at the desperation shot by Shreve. That is the end of the first half here at Minster. Minster in control, 44-10 is the score at halftime. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll have the second half action here on NK Telco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
NK Telco Sports welcomes you back to Minster. It's halftime between Ridgemont and Minster. The Wildcats lead the Golden Gophers 44-10. With our first half numbers, here is Craig Louth.
All right, for the Golden Gophers of Ridgemont, they were led in scoring by Kylie Shreve. The junior had 8 points, and Lainey Elsasser had the other 2. Leading scorer Anna Ramsey was held scoreless on 3 shots. Shooting-wise, they were 2 of 5 from 2 points, 2 of 4 from beyond the arc, 4 of 9 overall for 44%. They did not attempt a free throw. On the rebound, they had 2 offensive rebounds, 9 defensive for a total of 11. They had 25 turnovers, of which 20 points off turnovers for the Wildcats. For Minster, they had a bunch of girls score. Annie Helmgarn had 6, Ava Stallman had 8, Addie Inskeep had 2, Lydia Mesher had 6, Lily Barhorse had 5, Sadie Niemeyer 10, Anna Larger 2, Kayla Lamb 3, and Reese Albers 2 for their 44. Shooting-wise, they were 16 of 37 from 2-point land, 2 of 8 from 3. Overall, 18 of 45 for 40%. Usually that's a game right there. And they were 6 of 10 from the free throw line for 60%. Rebound-wise, they had 13 offensive rebounds, 4 defense, and they had 6 turnovers. Of those offensive rebounds, they had 8 second chance points. So 20 points off turnovers and 8 second chance points for the Wildcats.
So the Cats, the numbers definitely do tell the story there. Not much other way you could really mention it. And a tough break for the Golden Gophers. Continue to compete, and that's all you can ask. And limited numbers for them, and right now a pretty athletic Minster unit going after them. And Wildcats with the 16 wins on the season, they didn't get it by accident, as a step-back three-pointer is buried by Kylie Shreve.
She's got 11. She's 3 of 3 from beyond the arc.
Came in at 16%, is that correct, from beyond the arc?
Yeah, 21 of 137.
And she's 3 for 3 tonight. Inskeep's baseline jumper, strong. Backside rebound, Golden Gophers. Good start for the Gophers. A long way to go, but having a hands full tonight against one of the quad champs of the Midwest Athletic Conference, as Ramsey continues to remain scoreless. It'd be nice to see her get on the scoring column. Inskeep back out to Mesher, who will shoot a 3. No good. Niemeyer, offensive rebound, keeps the possession alive. Mesher will swing it to the right side. They'll flip the court against the Ridgemont zone defense. Mesher penetrates and kicks off to a tough baseline jumper, but it's buried by 22, Anna Larger. Number 22 with her 4th point of the ballgame. She averages just under 8 a game. Minster zone defense here, strictly the half-court variety. It looks like a 1-2-2 or 3-2. Ramsey inside the three-point line. Her 2-pointer off the mark. Inskeep secures it. Mesher pushes the tempo. Niemeyer lobs down. Thought she was going to shoot it. She lobs it down. She'll get the assist. Kayla Lamb will get the basket. Good and selfish play by Niemeyer. Had an open shot, but saw her teammate with the steal. Larger, the steal and the score. And we're up to 37. So, right, Craig?
Yep, should be running clock.
Guess that actually happened on the last basket when they went up by 35. But now it's at 37. It'll be running clock until Ridgemont can get it back to 30 points or under 30. Turnover, pass up court. Anna Larger will finish with a left-hand layup. And the Cats will drop back into a 3-2 defense. As the red coach whisks his hands, he had a 3 and a 2, so that's what they call it, the 3-2 zone defense.
I think he's ready to bring out the starting 5 already.
I'm sure. Yep, here comes the line change. Number of girls played as Ramsey. Another nice look just off the mark. Offensive putback, no good. I believe that was by Shreve. And 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, 5 new ones come in. And I'll get their names. Most of them probably played in the first half, and it looks like it's going to be Stammen, Barhorst, Webker, Hemmelgarn,
Wilgus.
and Wilgus. Thank you. Ramsey's shot was short. Offensive rebound put back by Dondres, also off the mark. Second unit Wildcats, if you will. But again, I mentioned earlier, a number of these, Coach Wiss on a stat sheet, there's probably 9 or 10 girls that have played 21 or 22 games this year. And I don't know about minutes-wise, but Hemmelgarn with the stick-back bucket. Hemmelgarn now is up to 8 points. So they have up there. It is. She's doubled her uniform number. 3-point shot. That one is off the mark. Shreve with her first miss of the night from that range.
Yes.
So 3 for 4 is Shreve. Pass dumped down with the steal or the Golden Gophers. Elsasser had it, and then there's a foul, it looks like, on the Cats.
I think they got Avery Wilgus.
And the Golden Gophers will send in their line change, which unfortunately is just the one support player available tonight, and that is Presley Furr. She's back on the court. She wears number 3. 3 minutes, 20 seconds, third quarter. Minster on their way to hosting a sectional championship game Saturday night against the New Knoxville Rangers. As a pass, so the dribble was knocked out of bounds by a hustling Ramsey, who hasn't scored, but didn't stop her from hustling down the court and preventing Barhorst from the scoring opportunity. The Rangers are still in the building. They'll be on this court as a long two-pointer by Stammen is buried.
She's in double figures.
She the first Cat or the second Cat?
Second. Niemeyer's got 10.
Good defensive play by Hemmelgarn.
Oh.
Rushes a shot. Pads a rebounding stat. And garners an assist. Basket by Stammen. Take it back. Wilgus with the basket. Avery Wilgus. Her first bucket of the game is we approach a 2-minute mark. Okay, the basket was for number 5, Stammen.
Was it?
Yeah, I thought he said something. Stammen gets credit. I thought it was Stammen that made it, but Wilgus did not score. So it's still Wildcats well on top, 58-13, under 2 minutes to play. The clock, again, with the margin runs.
Ridgemont now up to 30 turnovers in the game.
Pass up top to Stammen, and he'll swing it over. Ridgemont's played zone defense throughout the entirety of this ball game with limited numbers. Tough to maybe do much else.
There's a nice steal.
Cannot come away with it. Had a chance if she did. That would have been Kylie Shreve.
One neat thing Minster got to do this year, they actually went over to Knightstown, Indiana, and they played in the Hoosier gym where they filmed the movie Hoosiers. Yep.
Yeah, I've seen that advertised, and some schools get the opportunity to do that, and Minster was one of them. Do you know who they played?
Yeah, Marion Pleasant.
And they won.
Yes. Marion Pleasant ended up like 17-5 or something, and Minster won by 24, 50-26.
Jumper off the mark by Hemmelgarn. Offensive rebound, Cats. Webker's shot no good. And the Minster defense almost came up with a steal. Instead, it'll be Ramsey. Now the basketball. Again, we're under 30 seconds. Ramsey to the basket. And she'll have a chance now to dent in the scoring column. On a foul by Minster's number 5, Ava Stammen.
I went on Max Preps, and they had the highlights of that game there. And being, that gym is so small, it's not a regulation full-size court. So the teams had to sit on the ends of the courts, kind of like Vanderbilt. Yeah. But with a lot less room. Yeah.
Yeah, I've not seen, like you said, I've seen pictures. I thought the court, hate to say, I thought the court was almost regulation. No, it is smaller. Do they have one over in back line? Or do they have like Knoxville's old gym where you
like Knoxville's old gym?
Okay, Stammen's in the book. Good to see that. Or not Stammen, but Ramsey makes 1 of 2, the back end of the free throw. That's the end of the third quarter. 58-14 in favor of the Cats here on NK Telco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
Welcome back to Minster as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. It's all Cats here. The commanding 58-14 lead. We'd like to thank our scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. Our keys to the game, Keyhole Pizza. Timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. Our player of the game that Craig and I will select is brought to you by NK Telco. Our mid-game and post-game stats, I failed to mention that during halftime, are brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems, and our live view sponsor tonight is Borchers. So thank you for those sponsors that allow us to do this. Again, you're watching it now, or if you're watching it live, these games are replayed later on Facebook, YouTube at a later date. We can watch on demand as a pass cross court hits the bottom of the bank board, and that is newly entered Jenna Belcher, number 13, in for the Cats. She's a 5'5 sophomore. So Belcher wears 13. Who else is on the court? 30 is Albers. This is Belcher with the basketball. She will shoot, miss the opportunity. Also number 3, Kaylee Smeezing in the ball game. She's a 5'5 freshman, number 3. Ball will go into the backcourt, and I'll run down the rest of the Cats here. Number 10, Avery Wilgus, as well as Wepker, number 20. And 13, I said 3. I think I got them all.
23, 10.
13 is
13.
Belcher. That's a 2-pointer, or maybe it was 3 with his hand in the air. I thought her foot was on the line. I don't know if his hand was in the air or not. Out of bounds to the backside in front of the Minster bench. The Gophers will take control of the basketball. Northwest Central Conference is where Ridgemont plays in, and they're located in Mount Victory, Ohio. And they finished 3-5 in that conference. Perry was the champion at 7-1. Drive baseline by Ramsey will not drop. She's had some good shots, just not able to get the benefit.
Dropping.
Albers skips it over. Wepker up to Belcher, back to Wepker. Corner 3, in and out. Rebound, Albers no good. In was Wilgus, her shot no good. And substitution in for the Cats. Number 4, Himmelgarn, as Smeezing checks out.
I think she exits stage right. I don't know if she's one of them fighting the flu. The
I'm just going to say,
trainers going after her now.
Yeah,
so
she might not have felt well.
Yeah.
But don't want to speculate. But as Craig mentioned, Coach Wisk talked about his team having all kinds of sickness here the past few days, and
6 to 8 girls every day this week have been out. With
so hopefully they, hopefully it's not contagious. Well, Ridgemont, their season probably is going to end tonight, but sometimes I think the sweat might help you get a little bit better. As driving to the basket is Ramsey. She's fouled. I don't think she was in the act. It'll be Common out of bounds.
Belcher.
Go under the 5-minute mark on a foul by Belcher. Jenna. Furr with a basketball. Presley Furr. Didn't start. She's the lone support player for the Gophers. Foul on the Cats. That'll be their second of the quarter.
Wilgus.
Elbow jumper might have been blocked or touched, but as first shot came up off the mark. Albers will skip it over to Himmelgarn, and Wepker will hit the three-pointer.
She's in the score column now.
So she's, yes, well, a host of Cats have scored. Wepker hits her 17th triple on the season.
How did that go in?
Open the arm and nice move, and another basket for Elsasser. Oh, I'm sorry, I had her confused with Shreve, but Elsasser with her 4th point. Again, I'm a numbers guy, matches her jersey. So she'll try to complete the three-point play, and I believe she has some sort of relation. I'm assuming mom keeping book because Elsasser's on the back of her shirt.
Yep.
So sometimes you need all sorts of people to help run the program. There's a lot involved that goes into helping a team, and that's one of them, being the bookkeeper. Corner three-pointer buried by Jenna Belcher. So add another Cat to the scoring column.
I did see Schmeezing came back.
Good. Scoop shot by Ramsey off the mark. Step through is kind of shut down. Albers inside the three-point line. No good. Battle for the board into the hands of Furr. And Ramsey with just the 1 point. He's had a tough go of it. Wepker, good anticipation.
Nice pass.
Nice bounce. Nice bounce
right back to her.
Bounce pass 2 times. Who touched it, Craig? No one.
Huh?
I said 2 bounce passes. Who touched it defensively? No one. You know why?
They don't have hands on their feet.
So we've rehearsed that before somewhat. Jumper by Dondre off the mark. Reese Albers with the backside rebound. Long baseball pass up the court. Wepker on the left side will finish with the right hand. And they will blow the whistle just to get some subs in here. Is coming back on the court will be Kaylee Schmeezing. And also Schmeezing back on the court. As the clock now is stopped for timeouts, because that's what it was. So 2:07. Ridgemont also will sub in. And checking out, I think, nice, I missed it right here, but I believe that, yep, Jada Dondre, the lone senior, will enter, or will leave for the Ridgemont Golden Gophers. Her fans gave her a nice round of applause as the senior has played her last high school basketball game, and a tough loss on the road against a pretty good Minster team tonight. 3-point shot missed by Schmeezing. She'll run down her own long, loose rebound. 68-17. Wepker for 3. Gets 3. She's had a nice 4th quarter.
10 points.
All in the 4th quarter. Wepker came in at 3.7. That'll boost the average up a bit. Jumper by Eckstein, no good. Albers, 71-17 is the score. Wepker's shovel pass to Albers is knocked away, and it'll stay with Minster. Is that the old Statue of Liberty play?
It
You
looked
snap
like
it between your legs and let it lay on the ground. Your teammate comes and picks it up. 3-pointer is good. Jenna Belcher. Her 2nd 3-pointer, correct?
Yep. She's got 6.
Minster's shot the ball very well. They will advance to play at home again Saturday night for a sectional championship. And they will take on the New Knoxville Rangers. There's a whistle on a foul. That might just be the end of the ball game here if it's a shooting foul. It is, and Ramsey will have 2 shots. And again, their leading scorer on the season at 11.5. Take it back. It'll be out of bounds.
On the floor.
Ramsey with the basketball. Hopefully for the Golden Gophers, health comes back and they get a little bit more bodies on the court next year. They have only lose to one senior, but hopefully the junior high program can foster up a farm team, if you will, to help their varsity squad, as that will be the final buzzer and the final score, 74-17. The Wildcats earn their first tournament victory of this postseason. Again, congratulations to the Wildcats on their win. We'll take a short break. And when we come back, we'll wrap things up here from Minster and have our player of the game selection, sponsored by NK Telco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back to Minster as Craig prepares our final game stats. I'll go through our sponsors that include First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, NK Telco. Our mid-game stats and recap is sponsored by Grand Lake Health Systems, and our live stream sponsor tonight is Borchers. Thank you again to those fine sponsors that allow us to do this. This tournament action tonight was game number 1 of the sectional, and the winner, Minster, now the number 1 seed in this sectional, Northwest District number 6. They advance to play New Knoxville, the number 10 seed. That will happen Saturday, February 24th at 7 o'clock here at Minster, and NK Telco will have that game for you. In the bottom bracket, Spencerville is taking on New Bremen tonight, a 5 and a 6 seed at Spencerville. The winner of that game will take on the number 4 seed, Perry, on Saturday as well, and that game will be at Perry. So Minster and Perry will host the sectional championship games for the right to go to Waupog. As we get ready here to wrap up, I'll also remind you that Minster, with a win tonight, the Cats go to 17-6 on the season. And for Ridgemont, their season will end tonight. Their final record will be 4-18. Just one senior on the Ridgemont roster, as I mentioned, and limited numbers. So they hopefully will be able to have a healthy bunch next year and get some more from the junior high program up to help field their high school team. As Craig is ready to go with our Grand Lake Health Systems post-game numbers. Craig Lau.
All right, for the Ridgemont Golden Gophers, who end the season 4-18, they're led in scoring by Kylie Shreve. She had 11 points. She had a 2-pointer and 3 3-pointers for her 11. Lainey Elsasser had 5, and leading scorer Anna Ramsey had 1 for their total of 17. Shooting-wise, they were 6 of 25 overall for 24%. 3 of 18 from 2, 3 of 7 from beyond the arc. They were 2 of 3 from the free throw line for 67%. For the Minster Wildcats, they had many girls score, and I'll just go down the line here. Annie Hemmelgarn had 8. Ava Steven Stammen, had 12. Addie Inskeep had 2. Lydia Mesher had 6. Lily Barhorse had 5. Sadie Niemeyer had 10. Aubriana Wepker had 10. Anna Larger had 8. Kayla Lamb had 2. Reese Albers had 2. And Jenna Belcher had 6 for their total of 74. Shooting-wise, they were 31 of 69 overall for 45%. 25 of 52 from 2, and from beyond the arc, they were 6 of 17. They were 6 of 10 for 60% from the free throw line. Looking at the rebound battle, Minster won that 32 to 17. They had 20 offensive rebounds, 12 defensive rebounds for their 32. Ridgemont had 12 defensive, 5 offensive for their 17. Then looking at the turnovers, Ridgemont 34 turnovers, Minster 9. So Minster plays on.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of good numbers there for the Wildcats. Tough to compete with those type of advantages in all those categories, and Minster really didn't do a whole lot wrong tonight, and a number of players scored. I think 11 different Cats scored
Yeah,
tonight.
only one that didn't score was freshman Kaylee Schmeezing.
So, yeah, a good outing for the Cats, and again, they earn the right to play and host the sectional championship game, and they are one of 4 that won the MAC title this year, so the quad MAC champions get to advance. And so good luck to them as they will take on the Rangers, who were here to watch. So before we sign off here, Craig and I have one more piece of business. That is our NK Telco player of the game, and kind of a tough spot tonight. A lot of Cats play, a lot of Cats scored. They all seem to do some positive things, but long story short, we're going to pick number
Ava
5.
Stallman, number 5.
She was the leading scorer tonight for the Cats, so congratulations to Ava Stallman. She is our NK Telco player of the game. So that will wrap it up here from Minster. For my partner tonight, Craig Louth, my name is Jeff Henchen. Your final score, Minster 74, Ridgemont 17. Thank you for watching here on NK Telco Sports.